You mean I pushed Gigi? Yuzhe says, no, that's not what I meant. Yunwei gets up in anger and leaves, and Lin Yao is secretly making a video of her. In the next scene, we see that Lin Yao is going somewhere, and after he leaves, Yuzhe comes to Yunwei to say sorry. When he is on his way, Ning sends Lin Yao pictures of Yuzhe and Yunwei. Seeing this, Lin Yao comes back home, and Yuzhe and Yunwei get scared. Yuzhe quickly hides, and Lin Yao comes into the room where only Yunwei is. Lin Yao asks Yunwei, what were you doing? Yunwei says, I was cleaning, and asks, how did you come back so early? Lin Yao says, I forgot something. Saying this, he goes back. After Lin Yao leaves, Yuzhe comes out and asks Yunwei, why did he come back? Yunwei says, I don't know. In the next scene, we see Ning comes to meet Lin Yao. Lin Yao asks, what have you come to talk about? Ning says, I have come to talk about Yunwei, and shows him the same pictures again. Lin Yao says, they are friends. Eating a meal together doesn't prove anything. Ning says, Yuzi is preparing to divorce me, and I have found out that he has been planning something for a long time, and is trying to transfer assets. Lin Yao says, your husband is cheating on you, and you should not be careless about this. Ning says, if I get some proof, I'll do something. In the next scene, we see that Ning transfers her company to Yuza's name. Yuze asks, are you serious? Ning says, yes. Then we see that Yuzi and his mom are surprised at how Ning did this. In the next scene, we see Yunwei going to the same hospital where Ziji is admitted, and Ning sees her. Yunwei goes to the gynecology department. When she gets checked by the doctor tells her, you are pregnant. Ning sees her going to the gynecology department. When Yunwei comes out, Ning calls her and asks, are you pregnant? Yunwei says, yes. Ning says, I'll call Lin Yao and congratulate him. Yunwei doesn't let her make the call and says, Lin Yao knows about this. Ning asks, then why didn't he come with you? Yunwei says, Lin Yao is on a business tour. Ning asks, why didn't you tell me about this? Yunwei says, you were busy with Jiju, that's why. Then we see Ning comes home and says to Yuza, we have to go to Yunwei's house right now. Yuze asks, why at this time? Ning tells Yuze, Yunwei is pregnant and we need to congratulate her. Yuze is surprised. Next we see Lin Yao and Yunwei sitting together when Lin Yao gets a message from Ning that Yunwei is pregnant. Lin Yao looks at Yunwei in surprise. The doorbell rings. Yunwei opens the door and it's Ning and Yuze. Yunwei says, Ning, you at this time? Lin Yao comes and takes them inside. They sit there and talk for a long time. Ning deliberately keeps them engaged in conversation, and Yunwei starts feeling unwell. Suddenly, Yunwei quickly gets up and runs inside. Ning says, I'll check on Yunwei. Yunwei is in the washroom. Ning says, Yunwei, what happened? Yunwei says, don't worry, I'm fine. Ning says, you look pale. Did you vomit? Ning starts to call Lin Yao, but Yunwei stops her and says, don't talk about my pregnancy. Just then, Lin Yao comes there and says to Yunwei, what happened? Are you okay? Should we go to the hospital? Yunwei says, I'm fine. Lin Yao says, your color's off. I'll get the car. Ning says, Yunwei has a pain in her belly. Maybe you drank a cold drink today. Ning says this to Yunwei, and Yunwei says, yes, this is an old problem. I'll be fine if I rest. Ning says to Lin Yao, do you have any medicine for belly pain at home? Lin Yao says, I'll bring it. Yunwei says thanks, and Lin Yao leaves from there. After Lin Yao leaves, Ning asks Yunwei, this child is not Lin Yao's, is it? If you don't want to tell me, that's fine, but the truth cannot be hidden. Then Ning comes closer to Yunwei and asks, who is its father? How do you know it's not from Yao? Yunwei says, we can't have children. Ning says, that's why you always say you want a child. Yunwei says, I know this isn't right, but I will find a way.